Alright, you guys. Make sure you like and dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you follow my videos, hit the subscribe button. Okay, y'all. Back at y'all with another nightmare video. Now, this fight between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder is going to be a very good fight. But if any of these top 4 things happen to Deontay Wilder, it's going to be his worst fucking nightmare. That's right, y'all. Can't wait for this shit. Now, before I get into my top 4, let me hit you with an honorable mention. If Luis Ortiz can somehow take away Mr. Deontay Wilder's right hand, I would love to see what will Wilder's plan B be like. Because let me tell you guys here, you guys, Gerald Washington took away Wilder's right hand for several rounds. It was just the funny problem is, as soon as Wilder landed the right hand, it hurt Gerald Washington. Now, with that being said, what can Wilder do to Luis Ortiz without that right hand? All right, y'all. Let's get into number 4. Number motherfucking 4. The boxing ability of Luis Ortiz. You guys, I think Luis Ortiz is the best boxer that Deontay Wilder has faced. Not to mention, Gerald Washington was outboxing Wilder. And he's not a very good boxer himself. Well, he can box a little bit, but he's not a very good boxer. Luis Ortiz is a good boxer, y'all. Another thing is this. Shit, you can argue that Arthur Spilka was outboxing Deontay Wilder until the actual knockout came. So, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Wilder is a guy that depends on that right hand. And like I told you guys before, if you ain't gonna make me switch it up, I ain't gonna switch it up neither. But Luis Ortiz is a guy that might make him switch it up. Oh yeah, and here's another thing. The only thing that Gerald Washington was missing in this fight is Luis Ortiz's punching power. And that's a fact. Listen, you guys, it was times in this fight where Gerald Washington, he shook Wilder up. Didn't really hurt him, but he shook him up. And if Gerald Washington can do that, Luis Ortiz can for sure do that. So the boxing ability is definitely number 4 on my list. Okay? Now let's get into number 3. Number motherfucking 3. Listen, you guys. Deontay Wilder, in my personal opinion, I'm going to go ahead and say it. He hasn't faced a precise puncher like Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz will get in there in the mix with you with precise punches. Yes, the burn he has a punch, but he was wild with Wilder. Luis Ortiz ain't gonna be that wild with Wilder. And Luis Ortiz knows how to use space and some extra shit. But here's another haymaker, because even though number 3 on my list is power, I'm talking about power on the inside. Luis Ortiz can fight on the inside. Him being on Deontay Wilder's chest with the left hooks and the body punches, as you guys can see here. And Wilder's getting caught by Gerald Washington. he can get caught by Luis Ortiz as well, you guys. This is real. But everything that I'm saying, number 3, the power. Because Luis Ortiz got power on the outside and the inside. But it's more devastating to me with number 3 being the power on the inside. Because we ain't never seen Wilder fight on the inside. Or let me put it this way, dominate on the inside. And it makes sense because he's a long-ass, rangy fighter anyway, so he don't need to be on the inside. With that being said, let's get into number 2. Number motherfucking 2. And you know, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and say this, y'all. Because this is just real shit. I think a lot of people will sleep on this too. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and say it. Luis Ortiz is a southpaw. Which means, y'all, that power is not going to be coming from the same side that Deontay Wilder is accustomed of the power coming from. And not only that, you guys, here's a haymaker. Luis Ortiz is the hardest puncher that Deontay Wilder has faced. Not only is he the hardest puncher that Deontay Wilder has faced, but it's coming from a different side. Listen to me, you guys. Let me tell you this right now, yo. It's always the southpaws that give the good fighters trouble. We've seen this happen before on multiple occasions, man. One of the reasons why Erislandy Lara is a problem for people, because he's a southpaw. Not to add to the fact he's a skillful fighter. The same shit with Luis Ortiz. It's like the frosting on top of the cake. To put on top of the cake, the frosting is he's a southpaw. I'm not accustomed to seeing Wilder fight southpaws, where that power hand is not coming from the right hand side, it's coming from the left hand side. That's a dangerous attribute to me, and that's why that's number 2 on my motherfucking list. That being said, let's get to number 1. Number motherfucking 1. Okay, y'all, the body punching ability of Luis Ortiz, y'all. Luis Ortiz a good body puncher. He goes to the body, yo. He likes to go downstairs. Like I told you guys, the only person I've seen really go downstairs on Deontay Wilder is Gerald Washington. But the difference is, Luis Ortiz hits way harder than Gerald Washington. Luis Ortiz got scary power, you guys. So him throwing that scary power downstairs could be a problem for Deontay Wilder. Think about what I'm saying, you guys. We haven't seen nobody that could fight on the inside like Luis Ortiz. And throwing them power punches on the inside, Luis Ortiz. Like Luis Ortiz can do. Luis Ortiz going to that body on Deontay Wilder. Shit, I ain't gonna even front to y'all. It's a big possibility that Deontay Wilder can get stopped with a body shot. Deontay Wilder is used to people headhunting him. I don't know what sparring partner is Wilder going to find that's remotely close to Luis Ortiz, y'all. That being said, you guys, I can't wait to see this shit. I really think the body punching ability of Luis Ortiz could be Deontay Wilder's kryptonite. And we might just see King Kong actually be King Kong on fight night. Alright, you guys, I'm out.